Hello. Guys, you can give a little bit more energy. It's a school night, yeah? Like, it is a school night. I just thought I'd do a cheeky bit of brand awareness while I come on the stage. We're going to put it down here. So good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on a school night. Before I get started, do I have any parents in the audience today? Just to know if I've got any of my tribe with me. So you're all out on a school night, just like me. Love it. So yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory about me, who I am, and how I got here today. So my name's Naya Neal. I'm an entrepreneur. I run a tech company called Trybe UK. I'm also a former singer-songwriter, and I've been an entrepreneur for the best part of 20 years. My last payslip was somewhere around the time where I used to work at Foot Locker in Oxford Street. So as you can imagine, it's a very long time ago. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you are a founder and you haven't seen a payslip in a while, it might not come for a while, but hang in there. So in 2017, I had my daughter, and when I found out that I was going to have a daughter at the age of 34, I thought, you know what, this is going to be a breeze. I mean, how hard is it going to be? I've been an entrepreneur for the best part of 10 years. I've had a clothing company and a merchandise business. I was managing myself as a recording artist, traveling up and down the country, and I thought, yeah, going to have my kid now, this is going to be easy. How hard is it going to be? I mean, I've stayed up all night working on different projects. I've performed at 3 o'clock in the morning and then opened my printing business and printed T-shirts for everybody. It's going to be a breeze. And then she arrived, and I realized I had no idea what was going to happen to me. Not trying to scare you if you haven't got kids, but baby, please be prepared. So she arrived, and I was ecstatic, but I couldn't understand that after a short period of time why I felt so overwhelmed with having to know everything about my daughter. I mean, my husband, up until now, I thought he had sense. So why did I feel like I was carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders? I left my printing company on maternity leave, and it ran with no problems. Everybody knew what they was doing. Nobody ever had to call my phone. So what was going wrong in my house? Why was it crumbling every time I stepped away? And I realized we didn't have an operating system. There was no central hub that everybody could connect to find out information about my daughter. Well, they did. It was me. What shoe size is she? Babes, we live in the same house. Why don't you know what shoe size she is? So I decided to create an operating system that not only holds all the information about the children, that learns about the family, grows with the family, gives tips, and help manage the children so that mum doesn't have to do everything. So that mum can go back to her career, mum can follow her dreams, mum can have a business, and mum can still be everything and more that she is without worrying that her child is not getting the support and the love and the nurturing that she needs because she can't be there all the time. Now, many moons ago, mum stayed at home, but we don't stay at home anymore.
No, we don't.
We outside. And why we're outside, it doesn't mean that we don't want the best for our kids. And that is why Trybe was born. So that's what brings me here today. So I've got my little cue cards here. They don't have much on. But we're here today to talk about the pillars of community. And I divide up the pillars of community by calling them the good community, the bad community, and the ugly community. So we're going to get into the first pillar. Which one shall I go for first? Anyone? The ugly? Okay, let's go to the ugly. And guys, please, you can shout out, you can say stuff. If it's getting boring, do this. Okay, so the ugly community are the ones like this. The ugly community are very, very much what you meet in the music industry. Okay? And I describe them as this. They're the people that never say yes, but they never say no. You go with your CD and your record and they say, yeah, sounds good. I'm going to give you a call. And then you go back again to another record label and they say, yeah, it's great. I'm going to give you a shout. They don't say yes and they don't say no. And the reason why they don't say yes or no is they don't want to say yes too early in case you're a flop, but they don't want to say no if look like an overnight success. They want to say, no, we were interested as well. And that community, I call them ugly because they help you build your resilience. The no's are fast. The shutdowns, the I'm not interested, they are so aggressive when you're building that sometimes it makes you feel like, am I doing the right thing? But without those people, you're not going to be ready for the levels of success when you get nearer the top. Okay? So that's the ugly. I'm going to go to the bad. And the bad are people like your mum that say, baby, you're amazing. That's a great idea. They're all of the yes people that encourage you at the time that you need to be encouraged. The delusional stage. The stage where you have this idea that nobody else believes in, but mum believes in you. The stage where you're mapping out this world takeover with a shoestring, and someone says, yeah, man, that's amazing, keep going. It's my first set of T-shirts that I sold to all of my family and thought I had a viable business because my family liked it. They said, this is great, Naya, you're doing great. Love it. Then year 3 came and they thought they're enough. She's back with another T-shirt. Yeah, but this one says dreams never die. Maybe this one needs to die. That is the bad. But then you come across the good community. And the good community are the network of people that don't criticize, they give you actionable changes and challenge you to be the best version of yourself. They're the community that are listening to you when you're in year 9 of your business and you still haven't turned a profit, but you're hanging in there. They're the community like Foundervine. They're the community that open doors and share their network because they believe in seeing you win and seeing you become a champion makes them feel like a champion. They're not going to give you delusion, absolutely not, no. They're not going to tell you it's great if it's not, but they're going to guide you to the areas of where you can be better. They're going to give you the opportunities that you need to succeed. And maybe they're going to make you pivot a little bit. I never believed in pivoting before I went on my first accelerator course. I thought I knew it all. And then I was surrounded with the questions that motivated me to be better. So my wrap-up this year, in the last 12 months, is from working with Foundervine in 2024. I have developed and moved my company from a team of 1 plus my 2 international staff that worked like 12 hours a month, because that's all I could afford, to literally yesterday hiring a CTO. I've built out my advisory board and I've got some amazing people that are not yes people. They're the people that push me to the limits of stuff I never even imagined. I've hired somebody to help me with my sales and partnership. I'm looking for someone to come on board for marketing. Anybody in the room? Also looking for a co-founder. But 12 months has taught me this. Without community, you limit your space to grow. Okay? Without talking to the person who's sitting next to you, you limit yourself to expand. Without being open and honest and listening to the critique that is going to push you forward, you limit your success in ways that could take you from the tipping point to fraffing about for another 10 years. Now, business isn't easy. But life for a black woman in tech is not easy. Life for us in England is not easy. Nothing is easy. And if anybody tells you they've got this great idea and it's easy, run away from them. Because nothing is easy. But with great hard work, network and support and community, absolutely anything is possible. I was talking to someone at the bar earlier and was discussing why aren't certain brands as big as like Hugo Boss, and there's so many brands out there that are massive and black brands are not as big. And I said, in my opinion, they've got 100+ years on us. We're still growing. And the work that I do today, I might not see it through to the success that I want it to, but my daughter's daughter might. And for her children's children, I won't give up. And I hope that none of you guys give up in any of the sectors that you're working in, because I need you to prove that it can be done. So my daughter's daughter has a chance to do things that she would never have dreamed of. So yeah, that's my story, and that's my value in community. I hope you found it informative. I'll be hanging around for anyone that wants to come and talk to me, and anyone that wants to intro me to anyone that can help me, because I'm going to be fundraising first quarter of next year. God bless you, and to all the parents, I see you, yeah?